What's good, YouTube? Me and my guy Trey here is here to bring you guys another installment of the Two Tall Talks podcast with Trey and Jay. I'm Jay. This your boy Trey. How you guys doing today? Hey,
Yeah.
ball. Bars. How you guys doing today? I hope you guys are having a great holiday season thus far. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, drop a like on this video, and make sure that you follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Two Tall Talks so that you guys could catch a glimpse on the topics and the reactions on the certain things that we bring to the channel.
What's good, Josh? Your boy Trey. On today's episode, we're gonna start off with for the people that's been with us, y'all know that we like to start off with a more personable topic that we both can relate to and talk about, and maybe a lot of you guys can relate to. After that, we're going to go into our sports segment. So today we're going to be talking about the Pistons and how they have finally broke their 28 game losing streak after beating Toronto last night. Then we're going to go into a pick one in sports. So we're going to talk about who would have the best career if no injuries were involved out of T Mac, D Rose, Brandon Roy, Yao Ming, and Grant Hill. After that, we're going to do our music segment, and we're going to start y'all off with One Gotta Go. All their music, anything that they was ever featured on, gotta go. And those artists are going to be Fabulous, Jadakiss, Gucci Mane, Jeezy, and Rick Ross. And after that segment, we're going to go into our album of the year, who we think had the best album of 2023. And then after that, we're going to go into our segment that we've been kicking off since the first episode, the Put You On Game segment, where we're going to recap the two songs that Jay gave me and the two songs that I gave him. And then we're going to give you guys 4 new fresh songs to listen to this week.
All right. Yes, sir. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. New year, new you. So and also to add on to the put you on game segment, we also just would like to keep this as an all-inclusive podcast. We don't want you guys to just sit around and listen to us and listen to us talk and rant about certain things. We also would like full input on topics that you guys would like to hear about, and we also would like to hear more about certain songs that you would like for us to react to or listen to. So if you guys have any of that, just make sure you drop it down in the comment section below. And we will be sure to include that in one of the upcoming episodes. So, with that being said, let's start off with our workplace relationships. So, this is a very touchy and sensitive topic to a lot of people, but it's a conversation that has to be had. It is inevitable that 90% of human beings have some type of relation with some person at work. It doesn't have to be certain, well, it doesn't have to be serious, it doesn't have to be long term, but at some point in time, some point in life, everybody has had a work boo. So, so with that being said, Trey, I would like to ask you first off, when it comes down to a workplace relationship, do you think, well, what's the pros and cons of having a workplace relationship?
Um, I mean, the pros is you in a relationship. Like you work with you work with your significant other as a relationship. It's like like there's so many pros in a relationship, especially if y'all really, rock with
See,
each
a
other.
relationship, yes, sorry to interrupt, but a relationship, yes. But you got to think this is a workplace relationship. And when it comes down to workplace relationship, we got to just keep it a book. You know, this is your work boo. Sometimes some people take it further outside of work, some people don't. Some people just,
So I guess we gotta break it down. So what do we so I guess
I'm
So, are
breaking it.
you talking
I'm
about people that have the relationship at work and outside of work, or just that relationship at work? So, you know how, like, some people be like, "That's my work husband," or "That's my work wife." Or are we going outside of that type of relationship?
it's just a workplace relationship. Basically, you're single, you have somebody that's there for you at work. Now, do you or would you extend it further? Would you take it further because you're at work? Because when you think about it, when you at work, you seeing them all the time, you talking to them all the time, you
Mhm.
ain't you see what I'm saying? And then on top of that, it could still get to a point where hell,
Well, I'm
you
just
might
saying,
like somebody else at work, or somebody at work might like somebody else. So how do you take that?
see,
You
all
see
my
what I'm
work.
saying? Like that's a con in so many ways, because if you have a work relationship and you're seeing every single possible thing that could be going on, they could really be fucked up for real compared to the bullshit that be going on with your relationship if y'all not seeing each other all the time.
Yeah. So like I said, I guess because my workplace relationship was outside, it was inside and outside. We carried it outside of work as well. So I don't really have much input about me being single and having that workplace relationship because we was seeing each other outside of work as well. So that's why
And
I'm
then
saying,
you not gonna, because shit, you ain't really had a job for real.
yeah, exactly.
Like you have no choice but to tell your experience. I
Yeah,
wasn't trying to get you to get like a advice type shit to certain
yeah,
situations. Hell, just talk about your situation.
yeah. So my situation was pretty much when it came to workplace relationships was the pros, like I said, you work with that person, you get to see them every day, but that can also be a con. But more so the cons or like the mentality that goes into having a workplace relationship. Like, so in my situation, I don't like being a secret. So I was pretty much the secret in the whole, well, our relationship was a secret in the whole situation. And then once it got not reported, but once, you know, we had to come up with a way to tell both of our bosses, and it kind of, cat got out the bag a little early, and she didn't mess with that, so we ended up breaking up. So, but my thing is, like I said, I was pretty much, she had no intentions on wanting to, make the whole relationship. And in the military, it's a little iffy. In the military, it's a little iffy when it comes to workplace relationships. But she tried to throw out the whole "I'm a black woman officer," all that, "It's harder already out here for us, y'all, blase, blase, blase." Um, but that wasn't really the case. So if that was how she really felt, cool. But that's wasn't really the case. But that's neither here nor there. But workplace relationships, I feel like they can work as long as both individuals have a clear understanding of what it is and what it can entail, pretty much. And it can, I mean, like I said, it could either work long term. Military, it's kind of, like I said, it's kind of iffy because one, I was a civilian at the time, and she was in the military, so they come and go.
You said that you was a civilian and she was in the military when y'all met.
Mhm.
So how did So, to those that don't know, well, a lot of people know about military. Well, some people know about military relationship, but what is the criteria behind it? Like, y'all just can't have no relations at all. It
Nah,
can't be seen.
not even like so. If I was still in the military when we met, working in the same place, that's a
Uh-huh,
big no. That's a big no-no. That can't happen
uh-huh,
because one, she was an officer and I was enlisted. So,
uh-huh.
they try that, and that's, yeah, they try to not make that a thing. If she was enlisted and I was enlisted it's no problem. But because she was an officer, and if I was enlisted, that's a no-no. But since I was a civilian and she was an officer, there's no issue at all. Even when we brought it up to our leadership, they was like, yeah, nah. They didn't see a problem with it at all. So that's why I said when it all came down to the reason we broke up, it wasn't what she was telling me. It wasn't because of our relationship. It was because of some other stuff.
Mm,
So,
okay.
but no, like I said, I don't see any problems with workplace relationships. I feel like they can work long range. Like I said, it all depends on what both people are walking into or want within that relationship. So
Mm,
as long as y'all both have a clear understanding of what it is and what it isn't, it could work fine.
okay, okay. Well, I agree to a certain extent, but to me, I feel like that a workplace relationship is is okay, but it's just how you handle it.
Mhm.
I don't I'm not a big fan of people, showing their emotions at work because we all know in typical workplaces when emotions get involved, disturbances happen. They don't want to have it. That's a no. But
Yeah.
ultimately, you can have a decent relationship, a great relationship with somebody that you work with if you once, like you said, have an understanding of what you guys or have going on, and at the same time you have to understand the personalities that you're getting into,
Yeah.
because there's nothing worse there's nothing worse than meeting someone at work and yeah, y'all have good vibes, but they're probably immature in the head, or oh, shit, I'm country as fuck. They're probably immature in the head, and it's a progress, y'all. It's a progress. But nonetheless, it's just I don't like the whole just getting in your feelings and all that. Yeah, it's gonna be a female that you're gonna majority of the time it's gonna be a female that you're engaging with. So what they the crazy things that they do, the toxic stuff that they do. So
But no, I
yeah.
do agree. I do agree. Like you have to know, like if there's one thing you have to understand that what is ever going on at home or outside of work, don't bring that into work.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
it's a lot easier said than done, like, but you gotta check your feelings at the door until
Mhm.
after once your shift is done, then y'all can commence to what y'all had got going on. But at work, you gotta understand that there is a time to be professional.
Yeah. So my pros: one, you will always have lunch. There's a big pro. Two, um, you could probably have a ride to work depending on your living situations.
Mhm.
Um, three, you will always have someone to talk to. If you having one of those days and in that moment you need to talk or let it out, let somebody have it. You need to cuss a little bit to somebody that not gonna say anything about it. Yeah, that's a good benefit to have too. But the cons are just what overall you could just lose your job. That's
Yeah.
the biggest worst con amongst all workplace relationships. Um, and yeah, if you're a jealous person, don't have a workplace relationship because depending on where you work, depending on the type of work that you do, could go a little left if somebody else like put their hand in the cookie jar as well. So it's just a lot of no, that's just really the only thing. Just don't be a jealous person in it. If you're
Yeah.
not an ultimately jealous person, if you're understanding the fact that the person that you're having relations with is an attractive person. A lot of people's going to come on to them. You have to take the ability. You have to have the ability to take it.
You
If
gotta be
not,
with yourself. So
yes, you have to. If you're not able to do that, then it's over. So with that, in the comment section below, you guys let us know about your workplace relationship. How did it go? Is it still going on? Are you still employed with it? I mean, are you still employed after it? Let us know down below. And then, it's so fucked up. Who gonna tell us they fired? Now let's get into sports. Start headlining with the Detroit Pistons. The Detroit Pistons has been on the, what was it, 24, 23?
no. 28.
Oh, my bad. They were on the so did they hit 28 or did they make it to 23?
They hit 28.
Oh, okay. Well, the Detroit Pistons was on a 28 game losing streak, which is atrocious.
Tied for the longest losing streak in NBA history.
And that is terrible. So first, let's just get into just that let's get your opinion on that as well. What do you think about a team that is that bad? Like, what is your first reaction to a team that has the record that they have? If it's that bad.
First, I want to say congratulations to the Detroit Pistons for finally snapping that 28 game losing streak, even though y'all only won by 2 points and almost smoked that. So, but I think they're 2-29 right now. I think that's their record, 2-29.
No,
terrible.
I thought they won. No. I thought they won 2 games before they started the streak. I think they won. Hold on.
They probably 3-29, or 3-28. No, 3-29.
Yeah, they're 3-29. They won 2 before they lost. Before they lost 28 straight.
Okay, so to be 3,
yeah, that's terrible. That is bad. Like, how the fuck you lose 28 games and you're an NBA team?
To lose 28 straight games is terrible for any organization. And that makes you have to go back and rethink the whole philosophy of that team, of the coaching staff, of the players. Like, I can't imagine what it was like in that locker room through these 28 games. Because that's like 3 months worth of games just losing. Like, that's mad wild. And I'm surprised Monty, as much as I like Monty Williams, I'm surprised he's still the head coach, even though I don't blame him. But we've seen coaches get fired for far less in this league. So that whole team just needs to hang it up and better luck next year. Because there's no righting this ship, because even though they won last night, y'all still got 40 more games to play.
Yeah.
So we're going to be watching to see how they play after this game. But like I said, they only won by 2 points and they almost smoked that game. So Cade hooping. I think he had like 30 points that game, 30 and 12 assists. But other than that, like, that team needs help. I'm not sure what they need. They need a solid number 2 for Cade. That's first and foremost. And just another 3-and-D, even though Asor is, he's a rookie, so I kind of give him a little bit more grace. He can become that 3-and-D guy that they need. But they need more veteran presence in that locker room. So
there's no veterans in the NBA at all, hardly.
yeah, this is true.
That's not going to be a resort for almost any team, honestly.
So,
So,
but yeah, like I'm we'll see. We'll see. Like, I don't want to write them off too early because, like I said, it's still early in the season. But to make up that much ground is damn near impossible. So, like I said, just wrap it up. Still go out there, play hard, but y'all not going to the playoffs this season.
well, I think nobody ensured that they were going to go in the playoffs, especially how stacked the East is. Like
This is
you have to be a top 13 team in the league. How many teams is it per conference? 15 or
yeah,
16?
15 per conference. Yeah,
Yeah. So
and now with
you
the
out of
play-in,
those 15,
people can get in. So yeah,
yeah, so out of those teams, bro, you have to be in the top 13, or maybe I'm gonna say maybe top 12. Top
hmm
12 team in the conference to even be in playoff consideration. So nobody counted the Detroit, but nobody has ever been counted the Detroit Pistons to make a playoff run.
yeah.
So I want to ask you, do you think that can turn it around? Like, well, not even turn it around for the season. The season shot, we know that, but in regards to towards the future, do you think they're just gonna try to build, or you think they're just gonna try to tank and just hope and pray that the lottery will work out for
Like I think they're gonna try to build. I don't think they're gonna try to tank because I mean you don't get a coach like Monty Williams and expect to tank. So I feel like they're
them?
still like I said, I still think they're gonna go out, play, and try. Like, but yeah, I don't think tanking is going to be what they need or what they're intending to do. I just think they're trash.
No,
I don't think that they're intending to lose. They just don't have the right pieces right now. Like they're still in the rebuild phase, in my opinion. So um if they land in the lottery, they land in the lottery. But like I said, I don't think they are wanting to do that. I think they want, especially the way that these Detroit fans have been on the back of their necks, like they are liable to burn that stadium down if that's the case. So yeah, I don't think that they're trying to tank.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't say that they're trying to tank either. It's just I just think they just have bad luck ultimately because it's been a very long time since the Detroit Pistons has been a relevant team. And when you really think about it, the time that the Detroit Pistons were relevant, where Rip Hamilton and all them were there,
Ben
they
Wallace.
still, in all honesty, no lie, on paper, they still wasn't just a relevant team. They had to make themselves relevant. You see what I'm saying? There wasn't no star power on their Detroit Pistons. The Detroit Pistons has never had major star power on them,
No.
except for when Isaiah them was there.
Yeah.
So I just think they just have bad look ultimately. Like they can't get a premier star player
Yeah.
else
Nobody can
to,
play for
to help
Detroit.
lead them. So with that, they have upside with Cade Cunningham. Do you think that he is capable of being that player?
I think he's capable of being that player, especially these last couple games. Like he's shown that he wants to win. Like I think what was it last week? He scored 40. This and like I said, last night he scored 30. He's putting up good numbers, efficient numbers. Like I said, he just does not have a reliable number two to play alongside him.
Mhm.
Somebody else that can get at least 25 with him. He doesn't have that. Like everybody else scoring in the low teens, low to high teens on his team. So you can't have it can't just be one player. Like this is like shoot, like Iverson in, when he was with Philly, like he couldn't just carry that team by himself. He needed a number two. So, but I like Cade. He has a lot of upside. I think he's still on his rookie contract, so it's no telling if he decides to stay or test the free agent market. But either way, he's going to get the bag because he's showing that he can hoop. All right, let's switch off these sorry ass Pistons and go on to our next sports topic. So I saw this post on Instagram the other day, and I thought it'd be good for us to discuss because it was pretty interesting. So if these players had no injuries, who would have the best NBA career? And those players are Tracy McGrady, D Rose, Brandon Roy, Yao Ming, and Grant Hill. So out of those 5 players, who do you think would have the best career and why?
So before we do this, I have a quick question that I have, like a certain crucial question when it comes down to my decision.
Yeah.
So if T Mac and Yao Ming was on the same team, right?
Yeah.
So if Yao Ming never got hurt, is T Mac still hurt? Or if T Mac never got hurt, is Yao Ming? Because
Yeah, because it's just individual career. Individual career.
I bet. Okay, so individual careers, if a player had not have gotten hurt. So how far, before I answer this, because I need some history lessons a little right quick. How far did Grant Hill get in the playoffs in his career? Like the furthest that he's gotten.
I think it was it the conference final, I believe? If that. I mean, Google is your friend.
Yes. Well, I was about to Google it. I just needed help to Google.
Eastern Conference first round, semis, Western Conference. So he's been to the Western Conference finals.
Okay. And that was with the Suns, I'm assuming, right?
Yep, with the Suns.
Had to have been. He wasn't even that player then, really, was he?
No.
Yeah, okay. Well, so that automatically eliminates Grant Hill with me because I think that out of these teams, I think that Grant Hill had the least talented team out of all of these players.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we all know that you need a star to actually get further in the NBA when it comes down to accolades and things like that, playoff accolades and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
Finals MVPs and stuff like that. People actually make that a topic when it comes down to measuring your career. So Grant Hill is automatically eliminated. So out of T Mac, D Rose, B Roy, and Yao Ming, for me, I will probably have to say Tracy McGrady. No, I don't know. Because it's tough between that T Mac and D Rose, because D Rose, he was such a great player at a young age. So had he continued, I think I would probably the T Mac my favorite player.
They're both our favorite players.
So he got his nod from Kobe. But realistically speaking, when you break down teams, I think I really want to say D Rose had a better team than T Mac Houston Rockets defensively. Defensively,
with Shane Battier, Yao Ming.
Out of there.
Shane Battier was like one of the best defenders in the league at one point in time when he was on Houston.
So was Luau Dane at
Yeah.
one point.
Yao Ming.
Luau Dane, like, think about this starting five. Houston Rockets starting five when they was in their prime. Rafer Austin was at point. T-Mac was at the 2. Shane Battier at the 3. Who was at the 4? Either you could either say Stromae Swift or
what's his name?
Carl Landry. That's his name.
There you go, Landry.
Carl Landry.
I'm not even thinking Landry. I'm thinking of somebody else.
They didn't have no other big man other than Carl Landry. Oh, Chuck Hayes.
Chuck Hayes.
So so you got Chuck Hayes and Yao Ming, right? Let's just take this starting five. I don't want to even get into the bench because that was kind of stacked on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
But when you look at that D Rose MVP team, you had Joakim Noah, Carlos Booth, Luau Dane, Ben Gordon. Stop playing.
You got it. I can admit
that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just keeping it a book. So I would have to probably say that out of these players, D Rose had the best team. Mm-hmm. And with him being such a great player at a young age, bro won MVP at like what, 23, 22?
22, 23, yeah.
If he would have never gotten injured, bro, we seen them D Rose highlights, bro. Like, imagine if he would have maintained his health and would have gotten stronger, more skilled at the game. He would have never took that time out of the game for his mental issues. If he would have just been a great D Rose would have been a better player, bro. I'm just saying. So with the best player, single player accolades, and him already starting off with an MVP before he got hurt, I gotta go with D Rose being the best player. He would have had the better career than all of these players, if not hurt. Derrick Rose.
So this was tough for me because, like you said, T-Mac is our favorite player.
Mm-hmm.
But I was leaning more towards Derrick Rose as well, but I was thinking more individually. So to me, D Rose had the slight edge over T-Mac because, like I said, I was thinking individually. I wasn't thinking whole team concept. And the only reason why D Rose gets the nod for me is because, like you said, he started off propelling, and his stardom as soon as he stepped foot on the NBA court went up. And the only thing, like I said, the only reason why he gets a slight nod is because D Rose couldn't shoot. To me, like, he was straight anything inside the arc. And that's not bad, but you have to be able to elevate your game as well. T-Mac to me was the more well-rounded package, but I feel like D Rose had more potential. Mm-hmm. So yeah, D Rose to me, no injuries at all, is big, and because I feel like T-Mac accomplished a little bit more than D Rose did prior to all his injuries starting to, slow him down. D Rose, we did not get to see what D Rose could have been because in such a short time, he gave us so much that it's no telling what he would be today. Mm-hmm. He will probably be next to the LeBrons, next to the Stephs, and all of them if it wasn't for his injuries. That's how much potential he had.
Yeah, I feel you. But I just want to ask you, why wouldn't the team be in consideration when it comes down to individual stats? Because you need a team to excel.
I mean, yeah, you need a team, but we're talking about their career. We're not talking about the team career because ain't no telling if he would have stayed with Chicago. Ain't no telling if he would have stayed with, like even when he like even now, like there's no telling if he would have stayed with that team. So I'm thinking because he could have gone to same thing LeBron did, could have gone to another super team. So I'm looking at that person individually. I'm not looking at what the team did. I'm looking at what he did. I think you have to separate his career from what the team's accomplishments. Even though
Well,
he's a factor in the team's accomplishments, I'm just looking at his stat line.
so you say you put in D Rose would have had a better career if not hurt. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm see that's kind of not a real good subjective. Not saying your answer not subjective, but what I'm saying is when it comes down to these players, you're basically if you're going based off of just player by themselves, you can't not factor in a team in that because Brandon Roy probably would have not have been able to do anything if he was on a different team before he got hurt. Grant Hill probably would have been on a Grant Hill probably could have been on the Bulls going crazy and he got hurt. You
But you
see
got
what I'm saying?
Hill got hurt with the Magic. And when he was with the Magic, that man was serving.
Serving,
Grant
yeah.
Hill,
So if
Grant
you do
Hill was
that, it's basically this is asking who has the better skill, if not hurt.
yeah. Pretty much who no, well not skill, but like who would have had the best career, all around career if they had never gotten injured.
Okay. Because then it's kind of more so T Mac if that's the case. Because T Mac has more he has more individual accomplishments
Yeah. And
while he was getting hurt. And you saying that we couldn't have seen what D Rose have done
and that's
had
why I'm saying like D Rose, because D Rose did it in such a short amount of time. How much he did that in such and T Mac didn't when he hasn't won an MVP.
he
Wasn't
hasn't.
even wasn't even really considered. So D Rose at like you said 22, 23 years old, being one of the youngest ones to do it, and then right after that he gets hurt.
Yeah.
So it's no tell like his potential would have just gone up because he was a better Westbrook. And the same way he played, like I'm saying, like he could have racked up probably a couple MVPs if it wasn't because, like I said, as soon as he won MVP, he got hurt the following season. So it's no telling if he would have improved his game or how far he could have taken his game if it hadn't been for those injuries. That's why I say he gets a slight nod from me because it's always that what if. And even though with all of these, it's what if, but like I said, he accomplished so much in his first 2, 3 years in the league that's one of them ones you look back and like, we never got to fully experience what D Rose could have brought to the NBA.
Yeah. I guess that's I'm still sticking with D Rose, but
Yeah.
I just took it more so my personal look at it was individually you're gonna do what you're gonna do, but you can't do that without a team.
Yeah.
So my mindset going into it was
Hell,
just
Westbrook did it without a team.
you said what now?
Said Westbrook did it without a team.
Yeah, he did. He did. But that was just my whole look at it because D Rose, he was more fit for his team
Yeah.
than a lot of these other players were anyway. Well,
Yeah.
with the exception of Grant Hill. Grant Hill, he was kind of a Swiss Army knife too, but it was just, you know, because then Grant Hill could have been he was a demon too when he got in the league.
He was a demon too.
But at the
But
same
like I
time,
said,
T-Mac,
wasn't
he
good.
came in from high school though.
Yeah, he came in from high school and sat on the bench pretty much. He had some highlights, but I think it was an interview. Like they really didn't play him because I think they had a coach that really didn't like to play rookies like that. So, but nah, yeah. So my choice would be D Rose. Both of our choices was D Rose. So, but second place would be T Mac. So
Thank you guys for sticking with us throughout the course of this episode. We are now about to get into another topic in which I had a personal debate with a lot of my friends on Facebook, and I decided I wanted to bring it to the channel as well. So with this one, it's pretty much the same concept except with music, and we're doing it more so of an elimination of their entire discography. Wait, is that the word?
yeah.
Bit. So the artists are the topic is one of these guys have to go. Their entire discography, every feature, every album, every freestyle, any type of music that they have put into this world, which one of them could just go away and be gone? Which one would you take and which one would you take away? And you can be like, okay, the rap game is in good hands. Like if these are the only 5 artists in the rap game, let's just put that out there. If these are the only 5 artists that music revolves around, which one could go and we'll just be good listening to the other 4 for the rest of our life? Man, bro, my bad, bro. I be, And the artists are Fabulous, Jadakiss, Gucci Mane, Young Jeezy, and Rick Ross. Out of those 5 artists, which one gotta go? Yeah, dog.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Gucci gotta go.
Yeah, all right.
Gucci
Why?
gotta go.
Why?
One, Jeezy staying. Jeezy started a whole movement. Rick Ross staying. Rick Ross got the most butter track list on here.
Agreed.
Jada staying because Jada is probably the most lyrical out of everyone on here. And Fabulous is staying just because he brings a certain swag to, and we just had this discussion about who the fuck still says swag last night.
Here you go. Shout out. So
what I said. Fabulous just brings a different kind of swagger to his music that makes you bop to it. Gucci, everything that I can get from Gucci, I can get from Jeezy, but better. More well-rounded. Gucci has a lot of music, but like I said, like when it comes to Gucci Mane, bro, like even to this day, I just know his singles really. I don't know any B-sides by Gucci. I wasn't real. I listened to a lot of Gucci because one, I was in Memphis, so I had no choice but to hear Gucci.
Yes, sir.
And he put so much stuff out that he was flooding the street. He was around that time, him and Wayne flooding the streets with just straight music. So but like I said, if one gotta go, it's gotta be Gucci. Cause when I make a playlist, the first thing I put on is what's that? The first song off of State versus Roderick Davis. Because I still feel like that's one of his best songs ever. that Gucci,
That's
bruh,
your best Gucci song, brother. We
it's not
need
my it's that song is not my favorite song. My favorite song by him, and I'm probably gonna get drags for this. It's Superheroes. And probably
Wait, what now?
Superheroes. He got a song
What?
called Superheroes with
With who?
Waka Flocka and I think it was Nicki Minaj. I'll send it to you after this. But but and then also, so my top three songs, of course, like I said, is Superheroes, probably the intro for State vs. Roderick Davis, and then and for some reason I'm drawing a blank, but like Tommy Lee and Pamela, we fucking on the camera. Gucci is no amateur, more stamina.
Yo, photo shoot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably my top three favorite Gucci songs. But other than that, and also I like Gucci post jail than before he went to jail. So with that, I'm a newer listener to really a Gucci Mane. So Jeezy, I've been listening to since not Trap. Is it Trap? Yeah, since his first album, Trap or Die. So I've been listening to Jeezy since Trap or Die till now. So yeah, that's
So,
I mean, we're gonna have a debate because
you hurt my heart with that one, bro.
Yeah.
No, bro. Gucci ain't going nowhere. He's staying more, really can stay out of all of them. But to me, in all honesty, my Jadakiss got to go with me.
Oh,
My soul.
My second would have been Fabulous more than Jada, but
see, I would have no. So Jadakiss has to go, and I'm gonna say this because one, when you think about discography, because that's what we're going across. That's what we're going about. Man, I swear to God, you take Jadakiss off the face of this earth, no disrespect to him. For him, it's still gonna be the same.
No, it's not. You have to
Yes,
know.
it is. Because
background. Jada wrote for most of your favorite rappers.
I don't give a damn who he wrote for. His music sucks to me.
Oh,
I don't give a damn who he wrote for.
You get rid of the locks.
Trash.
Like, the locks.
That's what I'm saying. That's my argument. That's my argument. Everybody that want to defend, bro, I gave you your time, bro. This is my time. You sat up here and you slandered Gucci.
When the argument was going to start,
brother. I sat up here and let you disrespect Gucci, man. Talking about your best song is some motherfucking Lemonade. No, I sat here and let you. Your top three songs was the song off fucking Lemonade, the album Lemonade.
No, all those songs.
State versus Roderick Davis. Oh, Lemonade was on the album. My bad. I'm tripping. Yeah. So anyway, for that to be one of your top three songs, the intro, that's already like a slap in the face to Gucci Mane, in all honesty. Now, once again, I'm sorry, my lyrical brother, but Jadakiss ass fucking out of there. One is because everybody that defends Jadakiss says one thing and one thing only. All the locks. The Locks was a group, correct? All right, there's a group. Jadakiss by himself ain't did shit.
But like you said, if you take and Jadakiss did like his Kiss the Game was a fire album. But
Okay,
anyway,
it was a fire album, and then once again, now I'm not saying this because I'm saying that Jadakiss is trash. I understand, I respect his skill set. I swear to God, I do. But music wise, he sucks, and I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
He don't have good music. He don't have no good music, bro. What's a Jadakiss hit track without it being on the locks? Please tell me.
You got what you call it?
Billboard top songs, top
had
worthy songs.
He had a couple, bro. Like, hold on, I'm about to look it up now.
You look it up, and don't give me no feature neither. Well, a feature can count, but
no, I ain't gonna give you features. But like I said, his features, he killed features too. But
he killed features. He's a dope rapper. He a good rapper. We know that. He just don't make good songs.
Right, well, off the Kiss the Game Goodbye, you got Show Discipline.
Trey.
You got Knock Yourself Out.
Trey.
That was a single. That was a hit back then.
It was on Billboard.
In 2001, it was on Billboard.
Okay, and what's the name of that song?
Show Discipline. You got We Gonna Make It.
Okay, I remember that one.
Let's see. That was it off his first album. Second album, you got Why. That was on Billboard, featuring Anthony Hamilton.
I know.
You got You Make Me Wanna with Mariah Carey.
Mm-hmm.
By Your Side was on there. And then what was that other one off? There was another one on this album. What was it? It was another one on here. But anyway, third album, because you got Jadakiss don't really got that many albums either. But you got Who's Real. As much as that song is annoying, that was on Billboard with OJ the Juice Man and Swiss Beats. Smoking Gun with Jasmine Sullivan. And then Can't Stop Me.
Okay. So you are naming tracks and songs that was all released, I want to say maybe before 2012, correct?
Yes.
All right.
But even his feet,
once again, brother. Once again. Because I let you slander my nigga.
I was just gonna give you even his album with Fabulous, the Freddie versus Jason.
Yeah. See, this is what I'm saying. That shit was fire. It's a track, it's songs from Jadakiss that was released like recently that I fuck with. And I understand it. But you gotta understand this too. Rick Ross, Jeezy, Rick Ross and Jeezy are staying.
Yeah,
they are staying. They are solidified. So he's really in. Well, Gucci Mane staying with me too. Sorry. Now the L is in the L with Gucci. With Jadakiss and Fabulous. When it comes down to those two artists, when it comes down to the quality of their songs, not lyrically, not none of that, just a song that you can play and you can just vibe to. Who are you choosing between Jadakiss and Fabulous?
I think that's an open-ended question because I feel like that's subjected to what you typically listen to. Me, I can't vibe to Gucci. If I listen to Gucci Mane, that means I'm somewhere about to get fucked up, drunk,
Yo,
throw up. That's not a vibe. That's not a vibe.
but like
If I'm in my car and I have to like just pick something to just vibe to, Gucci is somebody to get turned up to, not vibe to. And I'm more of a vibe person. I'm more of a mellow beat. Of course, you know, they got hard knocking beats too. Like Jada and them got hard knocking beats, but me, I'm more so of a, you know, a mellow beat where somebody is like spitting some shit. And Jada to me has more, and like I start off with the beat when I listen to any song. The first thing I listen to is the beat before I listen to the words of the song, because that's what draws me in. And you know me, I like pianos, violins, I like all that in my music. I like live instrumentation in my music. Uh Gucci, and that's why, like I said, that intro to Gucci on State vs. Roger Davis, that's why that's my favorite song by Gucci, or one of my favorite songs, because of the instrumentation, the opera singer, it was so different from Gucci to me that I'm like, bruh, if he does this, and even that song is not really a chill vibe song, because as soon as that intro drop, I'm ready to fuck somebody up. But it's, I think it's really subjective to what your ear is accustomed to listening to and what you consider a vibe. So like I said, me, it's more chill, laid back, and to me, Jada has more songs like that than Gucci Mane. Even though, like I said, I'm liking post jail Gucci more than pre-jail Gucci. I was about to say Coochie, but
I mean, see,
you know what I'm talking about. But and I will say new Gucci, you know, or clone Gucci as they like to call him, he's putting out some quality music right now. And that's the Gucci that I prefer compared to when I was listening to him when I lived in Memphis. I like this Gucci more than when I was in Memphis. So I
you
get, I
that's how
respect,
I got it.
yeah, I respect why you want Gucci still there. But like I said, I went into this thinking about what I would mainly listen to. And out of these 5 rappers, I don't listen to that much Gucci. So, and of course, like you said, I'm a lyrical spiritual brother. So. But I'm still stuck on you saying, well, I get where you're coming with Jada.
I feel you, brother.
I get where you're coming with Jada.
And I enjoy it.
But I'm still trying to figure out, so why not Fabulous over Jada then?
One, Jadakiss is so I'm sorry, Fabulous is a better artist to me. When it comes down to song quality, like I said, this what I went into when it comes down to this list. The song quality, Jadakiss does not have it, bro. Out of all of these artists, he don't have good songs. I'm sorry. He has he's spitting. He can spit. He dope. He's a legend. I'm giving him all of it. But when it comes down to his quality of music, it's very, very bad, bro. I'm sorry. Like, he doesn't have, when it comes down. So look, Rick Ross. Like, okay, let's just do the checkpoints when it comes down to keeping people on here. So when it comes down to a turn up song, Gucci Mane can give you that. Fabulous can give you that. Jadakiss can give you that. All of them, all of these artists can give you that. Okay. Turn up out the box.
Yeah.
Now, let's get into lyricism. Who can give you that? Gucci Mane can give you that. All of these artists can give you that. Yes, he can give you that. Don't stop fucking playing with Gucci. Cause your ass is that's the shit that I'm talking about. You don't even listen to the quality. When you listen to turn up music, you be trying to turn up. You need to listen to the shit that a lot of these dudes be actually saying in the song, besides trying to turn up. The same cadence and listening ability that you have for Kendrick, you need to give it to Gucci too. Because Gucci be spitting some shit.
No, and that's what I'm saying. Post Gucci is giving you that. Post jail Gucci is giving you. Clone Gucci is giving you that. Before
Okay.
he went,
I'll give you that. But that just comes from what you're talking about. Just comes from Gucci Mane evolution in the game. Like he basically
reinvented himself.
Basically. So I say all that to say this. Basically, what I'm getting at with Jada being gone. Jada Kiss Fabulous, the mixtape was fire. Jada Kiss ran the mixtape. I'll give him that too. But other than that and his earlier 2000 hits, he got a song on the what was that album he dropped in 2021 or 2020? That's really my favorite.
Top 5 Dead or Alive album.
Top 5 Dead or Alive. No, it started with an I. Ingram. Damn, I'm tripping. What's the name of that damn album?
Invictus or something like that.
Yeah, in Ignitus or something like that.
Yeah,
IGNATIUS.
Yeah,
that's my favorite album from Jadakiss ever. And
hunting cheese and keep it 100. Keep
it
it's
100. Just
going there. So
that's it with me with him.
Okay, I mean, like I said,
Keep 100 was dope. So that's my favorite album from Jadakiss ever. And I just feel like he just has to go because when it comes down to the quality of music, not even just for me to listen to, just for if I'm playing, you got to think these are only 5 artists in the world. Yeah. So, for the sake of the conversation, so it's like when it comes down, when I think about everybody's music, what everybody has brought. If you bring me Gucci Mane discography, you bring me Fabulous, you bring me Jadakiss, you bring me Jeezy, you bring me Rick Ross, and you bring me Jadakiss, and I'm looking at all of these tracks from each artist on the song, and I got to eliminate one. Jadakiss is out of there because one, it might be the shortest list out of all of the music that is sent to me. And if Jada and Fabulous have the shortest two, have the smallest discographies out of these artists, I would choose Fabulous over Jadakiss. So that's why Jadakiss gotta go. So yeah, man, that's basically my whole assumption when it comes down to it. So viewers, in the comment section below, you guys let us know, who would you choose? Which one of these artists has to go in your world? Is it Fabulous, Gucci Mane, out of Fabulous, Gucci Mane, out of Fabulous, Gucci Mane, Jeezy, Jadakiss, and Rick Ross? Out of those 5 artists, which one of those artists would you just basically, which one has to go? Let us know down below. So we're going to cap this off with our last segment that we're going to talk about, in which, of course, this is the end of the year. 2024 has been 2023 has been one hell of a year. And we are here to discuss our personal albums of the year and basically our overlook on music in its entirety this year as a whole. So, Trey, what album do you think is the album of the year of 2023?
So this one's kind of tough for me because I had 2 of them, but ultimately, I went with Gift and a Curse. by Gunna.
Mhm.
It was out of that and Magic 3 by Nas, but when I sit back and thought about it, I listened to Gunna's album more than I did Nas's album. Um, but Gunna had probably the best album of a pretty mid-year of music or hip hop in general. Um, and out of everything that's been released, even though now that I'm sitting back and thinking about it, because you made me sit and listen to it, Nicki is up there too, though.
Nigga ran that motherfucker.
Nicki,
He
Nicki,
ran that
that
motherfucker.
reminded me of Nicki when I liked Nicki when she was actually spitting like
Yes.
be
Yes.
rapping. It wasn't gimmicky. It was just straight going in. She proved why she is the queen. Um, but like I said, that came later in the album, so later in the year, so that will fall under next year. If we was doing
Mhm.
like award shows and stuff like that, that album will fall for next year. But The Gift and the Curse was probably, and I will say I'm a new Gunna listener. So I didn't listen to Gunna prior to this. And a lot of my friends did not like this album because they said it didn't sound like Gunna. But if this is not what he sounded like before then, I ain't trying to listen to it. Because this Gunna ran it. I think there was only 2 songs out of this whole album that I did not fuck with. Other than that, I was always able to just press play and ride to it. From and especially from a comeback album and all the labels that was placed on him, all the allegations that was placed on him. He told everybody to shut the fuck up and did it without what got him there in the first place. People didn't think that he could do it without the Young Thug tag or without the support from YSL. He went and did it and made a better album than Young Thug. Even though, granted,
Mhm.
Thug was in jail, granted, but still, if you decide to put something out, you're gonna get judged for it. And Gunna's album was by far better than Thug's album. So my album of the year would have to go to Gift and the Curse. With, like I said, the honorable mention Magic 3 by Nas, because both him and Hit Boy together, that is legit magic. So, but on your end, who you got as album of the year?
My album of the year, I had to as well, but I had to just sit down and just dissect which album influenced me the most, which album that I really like the most. And
Mhm.
I gotta give it to Metro Boomin and their Spider-Man album.
That was
And
a good
the
album.
only yes, sir. The
That was
only reason why this my album of the year because despite me being a Spider-Man fan, yes, they helped it a lot, but the things that man managed to do with that album, he made me envision the movie before I even watched the movie. It took me, I was a little late catching the movie due to life. But what I did see I was like, damn, like
it went
listening to that album before seeing the movie, he put me in, like, he gave me a perspective of the movie before I even seen it.
yeah.
Not to mention the tracks that's on the album. The way I don't know. Shout out to all the artists that was on the track because it was made kind of like a compilation because you know how Metro Boomin, he's a producer. But
Did he do the first one too?
huh?
Did he
He
do the
didn't do
first?
the first.
That
He
first one was
didn't.
fire too. That first one was fire too. But the second
Yeah,
one
the
to me,
first one. Yeah, he did do the first. Did he do the first one?
I don't remember who did the first one.
I don't think He didn't. He didn't do the first one. He
Okay,
didn't
yeah,
do the first
I don't know
one.
who
Yeah, I
was.
know he didn't do the soundtrack for the first one. But the second one, that the track with him, Lil Uzi and Future, the All the Way Live, like
Yeah,
Uzi say what did he say on that motherfucking song? I take my mask off, then I blend in. You know, it's certain tracks like that that if Peter Parker was rapping, that's some shit he would have said. Yeah. So you know, it's basically that Metro Boom, that Spider-Man album, it was the best album to release in 2023. Now Gunna is definitely a 1B with Gunna, but I just feel I'm in agreement with your friends. Like the Gunna album was hard. And don't get me wrong, it was hard. It was very hard, but it ain't nowhere near what Gunna has done in the past. So I can't now, despite the adversity and all of that he overcame to produce this great ass album. Because not to mention, this was a terrible music year. I'm not even gonna say mid. It was terrible.
yeah.
Uzi dropped the album, Travis Scott dropped the album, Drake dropped the album. Who else dropped the album? Post Malone dropped the album. A
So
lot of
Post Malone
Yes, a
out.
lot of mainstream artists dropped the album this year, and it's some of their most forgetful music ever. Based on the stuff that based on the shit that they gave us in the past, all of this music is forgettable nonetheless, except for that Metro Boomin album. That Metro Boomin is forgettable. Don't get me wrong. I'm not even gonna overhype it like that. It can be forgettable, but the impact that it had, the vision that it gave me is the best album to release this year. And they managed to he managed to produce all the songs that went with cadence to the vision and the moods of the movie. Because a lot of stereo, I want to say motion track album. What's the technical term for that?
Motion picture.
Motion track.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. Right, yeah.
those be trash essentially. Like it's maybe 2 or 3 songs that's on there that's dope and it's over
Well,
with. But
it seemed like the ones that are curated by us, by black folks, have been good lately. Like, and I think it started with Black Panther because Kendrick curated that first Black Panther soundtrack, and then from Black Panther, then it went to the first Spider Man, and then now this one. So we've been doing like the soundtracks, movie soundtracks have been making a comeback because you got to remember back then
no, it was
that
terrible.
nah, because Space Jam one, fire,
Terrible.
that shit was fire, bro. I had
That
that
shit.
shit on.
Bro, you said Space Jam, bro. That shit was 93.
But I'm saying, you remember the time when soundtracks was like the thing, like the
Oh,
Tarzan.
I've never that well. What I was about to say, I've never liked motion picture soundtracks, bro. They have never been good. None of them.
That's
None.
I ain't gonna
Not
lie, that
one.
Tarzan soundtrack is fire, bro.
Let me
Phil
get the
Collins did his damn thing on that one,
bro. So when you say the album, or are you talking about just one highlighted song off album?
No, I'm talking about the whole Tars. I know that Space Jam soundtrack from beginning to end.
Ditto.
That whole Tarzan from beginning to
Man,
end.
I ain't gonna lie. I've never thought about going to go listen to no damn Tarzan album. So
I still listen to, I well, I won't say I listen to the album now, but I still have my favorite songs on there. So there'll be days I go back. You'll be in my heart. I play that in the car. Phil, like I said, Phil Collins ran that motherfucker. But but no, like back because you remember back then sound like, of course you say because you never listened to them like that. So like
and
even
I don't watch movies either.
and
That
that's
plays a
another thing too. That plays a big factor because like even the Belly. with Nas, the Nas movie with DMX.
Yeah,
That
I
sound,
heard that one. Yeah, I
yeah,
listened to that one. The older ones, like you said, Space Jam and all of that, like the older 90s, I've
yeah,
listened to. But no, Tarzan, bro. No.
bro, that
Tarzan,
shit.
the 2000s, I was out of
Yeah,
movies back then.
yeah. So, but nah, yeah, I mean, not Tarzan. I'm about to say Tarzan again. Spider-Man's that was a good choice for album of the year because I actually got to go back and listen to that because I bumped that for like 2 weeks straight after seeing the movie, before and
Uh,
after seeing the movie. So
yeah, that was a dope
I
ass
really thought
album.
you were gonna say Metro's outside of Spider-Man. What was that called?
The
Heroes.
Heroes and Villains.
Yeah, Heroes and Villains.
That album's only bumping because Travis Scott got two of the best verses on the album. So I'll be really overhyping it if I was to say that one. But the Spider Verse, that album did something to me. Like
Yeah,
I I didn't see the movie for maybe a month or so after the release, but
yeah,
I still bumped that album vividly, and
got you.
it just put me in a whole different mood when I listen to it. I go back and play it now. Like I just randomly ask Siri to play All the Way Live. If you're gonna go that All the Way Live track, that's a dope ass track on that album. But
Yeah,
Coyle Ray did her thing on that motherfucker too. But other than that, the whole album in its entirety, it was good quality songs, hardly any skills shit that you could play through. So yeah, it was that's album of the year for me.
got you. So now we're gonna get into the highly anticipated put you on game segment. So last week we gave y'all 4 songs. I gave Find Me by Buddy and Sweet Serenade by Pusha T to Maul. And he gave me Eat or Get Eight intro by Big Moochie Gray
Yeah.
and Never Meet Your Heroes by Maul's Monday. All of which you can find on our iTunes podcast playlist, our iTunes podcast playlist that we made. Link will be in below, just like last week, for you guys to click on if you want to get updated on what we suggested to each other and just want to have a good, cool little vibe. But let's get into our recaps. So, Maul, I gave you 2 songs. As I stated, Find Me by Buddy and Sweet Serenade by Pusha T. What were your thoughts?
So my initial thoughts, I'm gonna start with the Buddy, what's the name? Ocean in Montana. Find Me. This the
Yeah,
name of it? Okay.
song's called Find Me, yeah.
Okay, so Find Me. I did not like the chorus. The hook is
Yeah.
kind of off. It was kind of off, and it almost made me cut it off and call it trash. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But once he started spitting his verses, so I'm gonna say this: his verses saved me not deleting the song out of my phone, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I was about to, just cut it off because the beginning is terrible. The hook and chorus is terrible to me, but the boy can spit though. So tell me more about him because I've never heard anything about Buddy.
So I just found him, at work, when you just back when Pandora was, on and popping,
Yeah.
just
Uh-huh.
press play on the artist and just keep going, your favorite artist and just let it rock. And he came up and I know, quite ironically, it was the chorus and the hook that drew me into it. Cause I think at that point in time, I was lost and alone.
Yeah.
So, um, and you could just hear, I think he was going through some stuff, a lot of stuff back then too. So you could feel like the pain in the chorus and stuff like that. That's probably why it sounded off. To you.
Mhm.
So, but I like that raw emotion when it comes to to music and stuff like that. Everything doesn't have to be clean for me to like it. But no, yeah, he's from California. So that I think he's from Compton. Yeah, he's from Compton, California. So
You love them damn California niggas, bro.
I
You listen to a lot of West Coast rappers, bro.
I listen to, like I said, I listen to a lot of things. I think what Jay last night was asking me if I was listening to some Spanish music when it was just some reggae rap. So I listen to a lot of different stuff. Like I said, I was telling I listen to French rappers. Like Stromae is like one of my favorite artists. Half the time I don't know what he's saying, but it's more so the music and the vibe that I get from it. So, but no, yeah, I do listen to a lot of California motherfuckers. But yeah, Buddy's from Compton, California. And he just it's just something about his sound to me. Like that song is what drew me to listen to more. And like I said, if you go back and listen to that album, that's a pretty good album too. So
okay. So yeah, I like his flow. I like his flow. So I'm gonna go check out some other songs because I'm pretty sure he got something else that I could rock with because he can spit. I like it, but I just didn't like the chorus. Now,
yeah, got
you. Yeah, that second track, the Pusha T featuring Chris Brown. What's the name of the title? The title is called Sweet Serenade.
Yeah.
Now, I gotta take my jacket off of this.
Here we go.
It's like I want to break this down in the clearest way possible. So, first and foremost, I do not like Pusha T at all. I'm just putting it out there. I've never liked his style. I've never liked his flow. I know he can rap though. Like I respect him enough to know that he can rap, but me personally, I never liked him at all. But I did like this song. I like the Chris Brown, he did his thing.
Mm-hmm.
But with the Pusha T now, the breakdown of his verses. How often do you listen to this song? Like, was it just off the whim, or do you just
like this song? If I like, it goes on my playlists a lot.
Okay, so the first verse on the first verse, I felt it, I liked it. The second verse, I caught a little Kanye West vibes. Now I know he,
that he was his ghostwriter.
Okay, so if you recall the old Kanye verse on Lloyd Banks called Started Up, I think I talked to you about it a while back. If you play that Kanye West verse on Started Up and you play the second verse on this Sweet Serenade song, it sounds just alike. Just alike. Not he didn't take word from word, but the style and the cadence of how he rapped, it gave me Kanye West vibes. So I was ready to like turn it off. But ultimately the beat ride, I like the beat. I love beats. So it's gonna stay on my phone too. I like this one. But I just don't like this second verse. I really, really get Kanye West vibes on this second verse. But the first one was him though.
What came out first though?
Huh?
That what came out first though? Started Up or the verse on that song? Because that came out in 2013. This song came out in 2013.
Bro, Lloyd Banks was relevant in like 2004 or 5. What you talking about?
Shoot, you tell Rico he still listen to him to this day.
I ain't talking about. I'm talking about that song, bro. That song came out in. Oh, hold on, I need to go to the album.
2010.
2010, yeah, 2004. Hunger for More 2 came out in 2004. Yeah, dog, there's a bite. In my opinion. Now, I'm not saying that he did it, but the second that Kanye, how Kanye West come in on their verse, the way he raps, it
Yeah,
sounds like that Pusha T verse. But
yeah, I have to go back.
yeah, go back and play it. It's you will hear the similarities, but other than that, these are quite dope tracks. So you tell me about your feedback on your tracks. Start with that Big Moochie Great.
So eat or get 8 intro. One, you a wild ass. My mama said I gotta stop saying nigga. You a wild ass man for naming your song "Eat or Get 8."
Stop playing.
But Big Moochie Grape, you rolled that motherfucker.
Oh,
Look what he say. You see Big Moochie shining. What they say? Hell yeah.
hell yeah. That was the. I knew you were gonna like that part. That's why I gave you the song.
So yeah, I need to go back and listen to some more of him. Like I said, that's the only song by him that I listened to. I didn't go back and listen to
Oh no, I've seen you. You don't even waste your time, brother. I've seen you the 7 songs that he got this good. I ain't gonna even hold you, bro. He's an upcoming artist, but he's not really that consistent. So
is he from Memphis?
yes, he is. He's from Memphis. He's he part of PRE. He under Dolph now.
Okay, got you. So yeah,
so
I've been playing it. I fuck with it. I like it. So yeah, just send me the other 7 tracks because
I got you.
because once I start listening to them and I listen to something else, I'm like, bro, what is this? You know, you
Oh
gonna get
yeah, and you're definitely going to get that from him. So I'm just gonna go on send you the 4 or 5 songs he got.
Got
You
you,
go.
got you. But no, yeah, that was that's on the playlist. And then I don't really gotta say much about the next person because you introduced me to this person a while back. I haven't heard this song yet, but or as when you told me about it, I hadn't heard this song. But Never Meet Your Heroes by Miles Monday, spectacular.
Yes, sir.
You know what kind of music I like to listen to, so you be throwing a
Mhm.
curveball like that. Big Moochie Grape was a curveball, but like Miles Monday, even Aaron May, like you suggested, like those are that's my vibe. That's my vibe.
Mhm.
Those are some good choices. So for the people that don't know about Miles Monday, once you give them like a little quick
So Miles Monday is he's a rapper. He's from New York City. I'm not sure what part. I want to say Bronx, but I'm not about to really get into it because the New York niggas be very specific about where they from. So I'm not sure where he from exactly, but I know he originated from New York. And I got put on to him maybe 3 or 4 years ago. The guy that used to cut my hair at the time, he played one of his random tracks, and I asked him about him, and I did a little dig and looked him up, and I really like dude. Like he got a nice little vibe. He spit. He know how to spit. I really like it. And for him to be a New York rapper, for me to like him is it's you stand out because I'm not saying that all New York rappers trash. I'm not saying that I don't like all New York rappers, but it's just something about certain New York rap style that I don't vibe with. I'm from down south, don't crucify me. But nonetheless, if I still have enough sense and knowledge to know if you can speak, I give you your props. So yeah, Miles Monday, he's definitely a good one. So let's get into these new tracks. What you got for me?
All right. Let me my handy dandy notebook.
Face ass.
All right. So first rapper I have for you is first song I have for you is The Rabbit Hole by XV. And it's off the album, mixtape Everybody's Nobody.
So what's the artist name again?
XV.
XV.
Yeah.
Okay. The Rabbit Hole by XV.
Yep.
Bit. Okay,
And
what's second track?
the second song is Sunday by Kyle. And it's off the album It's Not So Bad.
Kyle, is that the Kyle that I don't know even
Yeah.
why? Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I would like this. I liked him, but I like this song, but I never looked into his discography
Oh yeah,
ever.
I was listening to him way before that even came out. Like
That's crazy.
his music is I had a playlist. I still have a playlist of all his songs that I like. I'll send it to you. But after this, I'll send it to you once you listen to that song. But yeah, that's the remember I sent you a text saying the hard part about doing this put you on game is I can't put the music that I'm listening to right now because I want this is one of the songs I had this song on repeat. This and Needles by Nicki Minaj and Drake. I had these two songs on repeat pretty much the whole flight. Me coming back home from South Carolina. So yeah, those are my two. What you got for me? And I'll put them on the playlist for us too. So if anybody wants to listen to it, y'all can just tune into the playlist on iTunes.
We're going to be leaving the. Do you have the link to that playlist?
Yeah, I put it on last video.
Huh?
I put it on the last video too.
Put it in the description so you can just have it on every video.
Oh no, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I put it in the description in the last video.
Okay, bit. All right, bit. Well, never mind. All right, cool. Okay, so how two tracks that I have for you is two tracks that I have for you are going to be from artists that are quite familiar, but the thing with you don't know about a lot of these guys like their grind days. You know, their rugged underground. Like you're quite knowledgeable of a lot of artists that backgrounds, but it's really you have to know the background before you actually tune into it. But I know for a fact you didn't get in tune with Future old background, older songs from Future, older songs from Young Thug. Am I right or am I wrong? Like older songs.
Maybe Future. Young Thug, definitely not.
Okay. So are you into their collab albums? Like, do you listen to their collab? Have you listened to any of their collab albums?
Thugs, no. But Future, yes.
So
But
did
it
you?
might have been one I missed. So
Oh no, I know you haven't heard this song before because I just found it. I just discovered it not too long ago. But the one track is called 200 by Future and Young Thug. It's off the Super Slimy mixtape. It was their collab album. They dropped in 2016 or 17, one of the two. But it's the number 200 by Future and Young Thug.
All right.
And my second song is from Moneybagg Yo. How familiar are you with Moneybagg Yo? You just hear the shit to play on the radio or what?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you better stop playing with Moneybagg too, because Moneybagg be fitting too. And one of his better songs and really a slept on song off of his most recent album, which is Hard to Love, is called None Like Me. N-U-N Like Me. And with that, I want you to listen to Moneybagg, because Moneybagg, his lyrical game is really, really, really getting up there now. And a lot of people ain't saying anything about it. But that's one of those tracks where I think you're gonna gravitate to it because he actually spitting some real shit. And he doing it in a lyrical fashion. Like no lie. Like I like this. So he's come a long way. I've been listening to Moneybagg for a long time, and I can say now that I vibe with his music more now than I did when he first started. But even though I was still listening to the beginning, all the ELO and all that, I was listening to all that from Moneybagg. But yeah, there's None Like Me. That's one of his top favorite songs from you.
Okay.
To me, I mean.
Cool. But that does it for the Put You On Game segment. Like I said, I'm going to leave a description or the link in the description on how you can reach that on iMusic and Vibe 2.
Yes, sir. So that concludes our 4th episode of the Two Tall Talks podcast. We want to thank you guys for watching. If you stuck with us, this was probably one of the most extensive ones that we've had thus far. But that's what we're trying to give you guys as we go on. The further we go, the more we're trying to come up with different ways to entertain you guys, bring content to you guys, and hopefully have you guys get in on these conversations and give us some tracks that we can listen to, because there's only so many tracks that we can give the longer that we go. So make sure in the comment section below you guys put down your favorite tracks that you want us to listen to, or tracks that you would like for us to give our personal opinions on. That concludes our 4th episode of Two Tall Talks. My name is Jay. That's my boy Trey. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to drop a like on this video, share this video, tell your people about us, because we up and coming. We on our way. We on the way. Fuck you talking about? My bad. My bad. But yeah, so tell your friends about us, man. Make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so that you can get notified whenever we drop any new content. Till the next episode, we'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Out.